Hi, I'm Ethan. I love muzzling, and I invited a bunch of strangers to spend a weekend with me in a remote woods with nothing but gear from the 18th century. To brave near freezing temperatures, fight moist flintlocks, learn about themselves, our forefathers, and make some new friends. Here's how it went. It's about 7 in the morning, Friday morning, for our historic trekking weekend. Take us about 4 hours to get to Friendship to the National Muzzleloading Rifle Association, get a few things set up, pick up the last of the donated prizes for the shoot, and then we're heading straight into the 18th century. Coming into Friendship now. I had a call on the way down that we had people coming in about 9 or 9:30 this morning. So I don't know what to expect, but we're gonna hit the office first, meet with the folks from the NMLRA, and then kind of go from there. Make sure we have the range set up, we have everything ready to go. And then I'll carry my stuff back to the camp and see how much trouble we can get into.
Like, I don't know, I did them for 1 year, and then I did them for like 2 years, and I can't say.
I just take jute twine,
Yeah,
tear it all up.
I've got me a little bit of that.
I got plenty of it. But yeah.
What kind of coffee you got?
That's the problem I had with not making out a t-shirt.
This weekend was about introductions. While you or I may have done this countless of times, there are many newcomers out there that have never had the time or the place to do something like this. I wanted this to be a weekend for people of any skill level, and it showed. We had modern tents, period tents, and bedrolls. Everyone came with their comfort and gear level in mind. As night fell, the last of the camps were built, and we settled in for what would be a long, chilly night. Introductions were made by firelight as stories were told and research notes shared.
The American Revolution and kicked everything into high gear, and you got the mountain man takes off, and then again, you know, the stuff that was in the way they thought that should look. Yeah. You know,
as Jans replaced details on blanket coats and firelocks, we turned to our beds. I returned this year with my 2-blanket system, documented as a means to sleep while scouting. This would become another personal test.
74 to 80.
I only woke up shivering once that night, waking to add wood to our fire. Jake Book from the Shirt Tail Mess and I traded fire duty all night. It was much nicer than being on my own. But I did break the one rule during the night. I did glance at my phone around 3 a.m. to see the temperature. 33 degrees Fahrenheit. As day broke, we found frost on our blankets, some guys reporting their trucks showing 30 degrees. It was a cold night with little sleep, but we survived, and that chill sparked a new conversation with breakfast. With coffee in our bellies and warm fingers, we soon set out for our friendly shooting match. Last night's moistures messing with us a little bit. Inspired by my time with the Coal Creek Longhunters, I organized a blanket shoot for the weekend. Nice job.
That's an X.
I hit that branch in the back.
Oh, that's what you're aiming at.
Yeah. Oh, no. Good first shot of the day.
A woodswalk like this creates a more even playing field for beginners and experienced shooters alike. Targets of varying sizes are set at unknown distances. Time of day and weather can affect things too. Meaning that no matter how bad you were on the course, you were going away with something. Even the experienced hunters in our groups were fighting moisture after condensation had creeped into our barrels overnight.
Hey! Fire! Fire!
A Woodswalk like this is also split into groups where experience levels can mingle. We had 10 or so attendees who had shot a muzzleloader less than 20 times or not at all. The casual nature of the course allowed for teaching, learning, and a lot of jokes.
Must be one of those Walmart flints.
How high was I?
That was close.
Close. Just over top. Squirrel's eye.
Can I just say this thing is ridiculously fun to shoot? Oh yeah, hit the jig!
I had with the 2F for the Flintlock.
These boys reenact as 1812 militia, and boy, do they know how to have fun.
And yes, I put a fat amount of powder in this thing this time.
Counts.
It's swinging.
Yeah, you glance. It's at a glancing. Yeah. For sure.
That wasn't on purpose.
Vincent and his father David finished this Chambers Little Feller kit the night before our event. It was great camping and shooting with them. Father and son, that's how traditions are made. Brought out a nice flint hawk in here, Rick.
This rifle celebrates its, 48th birthday this month.
That's awesome.
Still got the handwritten bill of sale. I think it's dated November 12th, 1970. I don't know if we can get through this or not without changing flint.
Wasn't even as far away.
Nice. Hey. It's a bad time for you to be doing pulling a close-up on me. I can't even get the rod out.
Frontier Trading Company exposed.
Something.
I think I need to maybe aim a little low.
Nice.
So close, wasn't it?
That's real close.
He cut his in half.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Just a little low. Not.
That was close.
Not real low.
Dude, that was close.
Was it?
Just double checking it since I've had some problems. Got a few more.
To the left.
To the left?
Yep.
Oh!
Professional shooter. Buck Skinner extraordinaire.
To the right.
To the right.
To the right. Yep.
To the left of it.
You didn't lick your flint.
Did you say lick my flint?
No.
There's all kinds of paper there.
You were way high
Was
in
I?
the middle of that crate. Damn. We're even close.
Fill it out. I hit 12 and spun.
Nice work. Right through. Finished up with the Woodswalk now. Got the last guy off the course, so I'm heading back to camp. Hoping my fire's still going so I can make some lunch. And we'll gather everybody up and go on our hike over this hill here. Lunch provided a nice break for the group as conversations from the Woodswalk continued, firelocks were cleaned, and rest was had. Shooting an 18-round course on a good night's sleep can be tough on its own. Lump that in with a cold night of no sleep, and it really takes the energy right out of you.
That's yeah, they're AES now.
Big thing is not losing anything.
Right.
Everybody just keeps changing.
It's been a year since I made this trek, and while much of the woods is the same, a lot feels different. It's been a dry autumn, but just before our camp, we had wind and rain, taking down most of the beautiful autumn foliage. The hill is damp and slick beneath my shoes. As I lead the group upwards, I'm taking note of this and cutting across the hill diagonally, trying to lead everyone safely. I stop periodically to observe the group. Jake and Rob are intermixed, helping me watch for anyone struggling or in need of help. Emergency services aren't far, but a lifetime as a fireman's son has taught me to try to stop an emergency before it happens. As I crest the hill, I get my first vision of the entire group, and for a moment, I'm immersed. Down the hill, I see a trail of people, some with firelocks, with bows, bedrolls, and walking sticks, trudging through the uncut forest in a slow, even line. It reminds me of a painting, a moment in time made golden by the mid-afternoon sun. As we cut across, we come to a fallen tree, the perfect place for rest and a group photo. The trek portion of this event was the hardest to plan. I'm in my early 30s, but not everyone is. I could tell this was pushing some of our group pretty hard, and we would turn back after this rest.
Hey, I lost the cleaning gear out of my hatch box. Can I fill the event organizer?
Yep.
Am I going to get a sarcastic note in return?
No.
Really?
Can we all lose our wallets and bill that?
Nope. I will happily promote your unpreparedness in the video.
Well, that's borderline sarcasm.
No,
I gotta get credit for it.
let me know what you need. I can't do knee replacements, though. I'm not going to do that. Beautiful.
Do you have a copy of John Curry's first group photograph in the Hoosier National Forest?
No, I don't.
That was the billed as the
Lost Brigade photo. Our guide says, I know this place like the back of my hand. January, overcast, no sun, gloomy afternoon, coming on to dark. He's lost. We've been screwing around so long, we haven't been paying attention. We're all lost. After that, another gun club sent us a possum in a cage. Note said, if you get lost again, open the cage, release the possum. As everybody knows, a possum will find the road. It was funny at the time.
Oh, I bet.
Pretty well. I can feel the deer tracks.
That's real good.
Did you shoot
They tell you that chain's a 5-foot target. That chain's a 5-foot target.
Since noon, we had several arrivals who hadn't shot the Woodswalk yet. Our shortened trek provided enough time to get them shooting, so we pounced on the opportunity. I didn't shoot at all this weekend. It wasn't for me to shoot, and to be honest, I really enjoyed helping and teaching where I could.
Nice.
We had several folks who had never shot before or had only shot a few times, and giving them the opportunity to shoot safely with instruction was just awesome.
Nice hit.
Since the event has ended, I've received several emails from folks who had ordered their first muzzleloader after having a fun, safe introduction during this event.
Ready?
Yeah,
Look
boy.
at that.
From Rust.
As the cool blanket of evening began to cover the valley, we returned to the camp for dinner, waiting for darkness and another long night.
They're all going to have flintlocks? I was going before work. I don't know anything about Ethan except for what I see online.
He was in the shop one morning.
30 years old before I saw my first trip.
Keith,
When I was a boy,
your chickens eating
we
that
moved from
corn we took
Arkansas, Little
home?
Rock, Arkansas,
No.
to here.
No, they won't touch it. They wouldn't touch it.
Nope. They've all been 100.
As the sun set, we gathered around once more to bring newcomers further into the tradition. It was time for a candle shoot. I placed a beeswax candle on several creek rocks across the way. The rocks would reduce the fire risk, and we had plenty of water on hand. Our backstop was the foot of the same hill we climbed today and was made safe before firing.
Did you load with shot or ball?
Ball.
Oh!
I feel like I probably hit the crap out of it. We'll find out though.
The candle is out. It has not been hit. This is Elijah's candle shot. The candle is out. It has not been hit. We ensured everyone was loading and firing a safe distance from the campfires, and modern light was used to keep safe during the match. The objective of this match is to snuff the flame of the candle with your ball. Hitting the candle does not count.
Couple specks.
This time the patch worked, so.
Okay.
Mine kind of went off the side that time when
I don't know. If it worked the first time, I would have done that again.
candle bright and dark.
Elijah would go on to snuff the flame 3 out of the 4 shots he took. To be clear though, he was using a 10 gauge 77 caliber round ball, so it could have just been wind made by the massive ball. In all seriousness, Elijah, great shooting.
Come on!
3 out of 4.
Well, let's see if I cut it in half or if that's a blown out candle.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of wax here on the rock. That's what's left.
Holy heck. Man, yeah, these shots.
I mean, they're just right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Oh, there's a piece there, I guess.
Is it the wick part? No. If there's any doubt, of course, I hit it.
There you go, take your prize. There's a piece of wick.
There we go.
Nice shooting, bud. Nice shooting.
That would look pretty cool watching them all go up there.
From down here.
Well, today, but it was really neat watching everybody go up there.
Yep.
Was. It was.
It was.
Because a lot of the guys had their full packs and
Yep.
stuff, and it really looked good.
Yeah, it was cool looking back and seeing the line down the hill there.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
You know, people ask if they have a vegan option or something. It should have been a old timers option or some shit. You know, trolley car or something.
I did cut it short. I did turn
Did you?
around.
Oh, I know. He kept saying 2 hours, guys.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
heard
2
2 hours.
We went back there in the back, and everybody came back, and they're already down the hill.
I thought it was going to go along the ridge line and come out down the boonies somewhere.
I looked at that thicket and I thought they're already.
Well, it used to be expression of bitchin' Marine's a happy Marine. It's just got, if they're quiet, you got to be watching out.
Okay.
My God, the thickets was so bad. Oh, I was getting slapped in the face. I was all scratched up, cut up, and everything coming down that hill. Couldn't find no good deer path to walk down.
Well, even the deer got more sense than go up that hill.
Oh no, they kept hollering at us last night like we was in their way.
Recreate Clark's walk across country in February. I left my shoes sitting out by the fire like this one night, and the fire melted the ground around it, of course, and then the shoes sunk into the mud, and then the fire went out. This morning I go out with a tomahawk and chop the shoes out of the frozen mud, and then beat on them to, soften them up to get them on. God damn, it was a long day. My canteen froze one day on the outside of my coat.
Come on.
No. Before global warming, it was colder. Damn, it was cold. And we could only carry. We had to wear primitive clothing, carry their campaign gear, and eat the food they would have had.
Yeah.
Venison, pork, and beef, and rabbits and squirrels, and
Good stuff.
If you remember the story, Clark sent a troop ahead every day with horses to kill anything they found and drag all the meat to a high spot and get some big fires going. And then the troops can come in, cold, wet, and miserable and pissed. And then the meat was already on the fire. I lost 2 toenails on that. I bought a pair of shoes for the trip, and they're both the same size. But one was a narrow and one wasn't.
Oh no.
You know, and I just never thought, you know.
Yeah.
But I stopped one night and I was going to wash my feet because they're all black, and then I realized, no, it's bruised. And I said I lost 2 toenails. You remember Clark did, I think, either 6 or 7 miles that first day. He said he wanted to get them out of Kaskaskia far enough they couldn't run back for forgotten stuff. But they'd give him 6 miles or whatever it was, and then they had plenty of time to get reorganized. Well, our first day was the same miles. And then one day they did 20 miles, and that sucked.
The second night was supposed to be warmer, but did not feel like it at all. Blankets and tarps were coated in a thin frost. Fire-brewed coffee was the only thing that could pull me out of the blankets that morning. Reports would soon circulate through the camp that the night reached 30 degrees. But this time it was met with cheer. It was tough, but we had done it. A sense of accomplishment could be seen through the camp as sunlight broke the tree line.
I wonder if I have one of those warmed up pieces of bacon?
Dishes from the night before.
It was cooked and bedrolls were packed. The brighter it got, the more the realization set in. The real world was calling us back once again. It was fun. Golly, it was fun. But like our fires slowly burning out, the weekend would soon be nothing but memory.
I'd like just to thank you guys all for coming out. I texted Joe D this time last year. My father was coming down for a meeting and I wanted to get out and spend a gnarly night in my gear, and had the idea while we were doing it of trying to get something together like this, of a bunch of people to come out and camp and whatever they had and just kind of try this out. I grew up with a lot of the stories of John Curry and Mark Baker and the guys that came before them, hiking from the Ohio River to Friendship, canoeing from Pennsylvania to Friendship. And for me, this is kind of I think it's an important thing to try to keep going. And I hope that you guys maybe feel a little bit of that connection. Friendship's been here for a long time. American history's been here for a long time. And I appreciate you all coming out and participating. This is my first time trying to do something like this, so it means a lot. It really
keep
does.
going.
You've done a great job. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
If we do it next year, I'll try to be a little more organized and have some more things going for us. But had a lot of great people donate some great prizes for us here. So be sure if you get something from somebody with a name, or if you don't know who donated it, let me know and I'll give you their contact information. I'd appreciate it if you thanked them. There's some really great stuff out here, and thank you all for contributing as well. So I'll stop yakking now. The way the blanket shoot goes, we're going to start at the top and go down, and everybody will pick a prize, and we'll go through and see where we're at the end. So first place here out of 18 shots is Mark Breyer with 13.
Wow.
So congratulations.
I thought about making one of these. This saves me because I'm lazy. I'm going to give it a try. Who made this?
I did.
Uriah did that.
You did? Looks like it's pretty good quality. Thank you.
Second place with 12 is Rick Conwell.
Woohoo! I don't
Issues
know why
of-
I need a bag and horn, another bag and horn, but
Whose is this?
Jeff Luke and Eric Carlson put
Very
together
nice.
that set.
Okay.
Now you need a rifle to go with it.
I was going through archival muzzle blasts a few years ago, and I came upon one about a moose hunt, and I looked at the first picture in muzzle blast, and it was a young Rick Conwell. It was kind of funny. It was neat. Third here with 8 is Jeff Nunn. And Jeff's been our gunsmith today, helping out. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. Yeah, nice little bag for the granddaughter. How's that? Who made this one?
Uriah did there.
Wow. You did? Thank you. Very nice.
Phil, you were tied with Jeff. Congrats. 8 shots. Take your prize. There you go. What's the name of your trading post?
Yes.
Your business there?
Just J Book at the sign of the Gilded Beaver.
Really?
Just
cool. Next up with 6, proving that YouTubers have a little bit of skill.
I love how he says that. He says that like he's not one.
What's in the bag here? That is from Shamrock and Thistle. That is Chris's daughter.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of dried meals and spices.
They're all 18th century.
They're really all
good.
18th century recipes. She's doing some great work with that.
Cool.
I think that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Hope you enjoy.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll give you a review. I'll make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. What are you doing?
You can feed the camp.
Yeah. Next up with 5 is our late boy Uriah.
Frontier Trading Company.
Frontier Trading. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Give it to your daughter.
There you go.
Should keep you in line.
Every baby, mine's got one.
I would.
Casey McClure at the Scaffold Cane Forge made that up. He took a class last year with Simeon England and has been making some really nice hops.
That's style, isn't it?
Yeah. Chris, you were tied at 5. Step right up.
You made that?
I did.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
So that was Nathan's butt.
Jake, not Book. Next up with 4 hits. Where you at, Jake?
Who made this?
Uriah did. Jay, you were tied. 4 hits.
We were talking about this earlier.
There you go.
Thank you.
Then we had Rob. 4 hits. Elijah with 4.
4 out of 18. 4 out of 18.
Better than some of them. Well, that's a good thing about it. Everybody goes home with something.
Oh, I'll take some gunpowder.
There you go.
Who made this?
Cody's next up with 3.
Wait.
Yeah, let's think about grabbing that.
Thank you.
Yep. Jake Book. with 3.
3 and a stuck ball.
3 and a stuck ball. One of the stuckest balls I've ever seen.
How'd you get that out?
Jeremiah up next with 3.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Straight from Ethan.
Straight from me. And we had Jeremy. Jim. Next up. Hunter.
Horn.
Who's the culprit? I think I've got a Nate here.
Yeah, that's this guy.
That's the Highlander. Get up
One.
He made it.
I think as we're down here towards the low end, it's important to remember that a lot of these were their first time out.
Yeah, that was
first
my first
guns for first time out with a particular gun, and that takes a lot of guts.
And hopefully they come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've all been where you guys were this weekend, and it's good to go through that.
Well, I did have a lot of fun. I do appreciate it.
Had you ever
This is a lot of fun.
shot a projectile before?
Yeah.
Had you ever shot a projectile before, Nate?
Like, not like a muzzleloader, but I have shot guns.
Okay.
The muzzleloader was fun though. I like it.
Done good.
Mark made that fire kit.
Yeah.
We've got Vincent, I think our youngest participant.
I got one many
That's
years
a
ago, and I
Kowsney,
gave
it
it
comes
to one
with
of my
that
little
little
kids.
bullet board there.
He set my house
Is that
on
right,
fire.
Jerry?
Oh my God! It was a hell of a
It's
fire
a
starter.
50 up there, so. And your gun's a 45?
Yeah.
Okay. Vincent
There you
and his dad, David, finished his rifle this week,
Thursday night.
Thursday night, to come down and shoot with us.
Heck yeah.
That's great.
Good job.
Good job.
Hazel, step right up, bud.
I've been looking at this from a distance. Who made
There you
this?
go. Chris did right
All
there.
right. Thanks,
Nice
man.
little slip pouch for you. Brian, step right up. Coming in with his Kibler Fowler this weekend.
Who made the flip?
God.
Hazel got those in.
That's a lot of flint.
That's a lot of blood. I'm regretting it already because I got to carry it down.
Okay, who'd we miss?
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, step right. Come on, you shot this weekend.
shot.
Get up here. I work to get some prizes in here, bud. Come on, get up here.
Nope.
Come on, get up here.
Come on in. Come
Come
on,
on,
there.
please. Mr. Marine, you haven't piped up at all here, so get up here.
Big ball he shoots, he needs some lead.
You gotta tell us your name.
I'm Jerry.
Jerry. That's my prize for the whole weekend. Jerry. Jeez.
Pick something, officer. You shot?
Yeah.
Pick something. Pick whatever you'd like to have.
He's gonna let you pick
Well,
again.
take mine.
Hey, who donated the what bar?
Elijah did here.
lead,
Yeah.
you got powder, and now you
No
need some
problem.
flints, don't you?
If your prize is still up here and you want to take it back, that's fine. If you want to leave it, I'll make sure that it gets passed on to somebody young or somebody new, and we just keep stuff going. However you guys want to do that. Okay. If you guys have any contact information for guys that have left, okay, I'll try to hunt them down and see if we can get some stuff in the mail for them.
And then,
Thank you again, guys. Thank you. Does anybody want their scorecard as memorabilia?
No, that's okay.
I packed out my gear. I drove the truck back for the first aid kit and the prize trunk with some of the event organizing stuff. Trying to keep within the spirit of the event as I was thinking it, and packing in and packing out is how I wanted to do it. Just counted everything up, all the papers. We had 27 people, which is really great, I think. That's quite a few. I was a little worried that we would have more, but I think this was a really great first round for us. I learned a lot. I really appreciate everybody being patient with me. This was the first time I've really done anything like this, but everybody was really great. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of people tell me they had a lot of fun. So I'm hopeful that everybody went home happy and enjoyed a weekend in the woods. I know I did. I am, though, excited to go take a hot shower, get cleaned up a little bit, and get back to my girls. Thank you everybody who came out. Thank you Rick, Jake, Rob, Jeff, Jody, Mark, and Brian for helping me keep an eye on everybody, helping me keep everybody safe, and helping me work with dry balls and malfunctions as they happened. And thank you to the prize sponsors. You all and your generous donations made the prize blanket even better than I ever could have imagined. And we had some wonderful smiling faces of people going home with some seriously fantastic gear that is catapulting them forward in their journey. If you'd like to see a full list of the prize sponsors, we'll have it in the video description as well as at ilovemuzzleloading.com. Thank you all again for supporting this fledgling event. Looking into the future, I think we have to do this again. Details to come at ilovemuzzleloading.com. You'll all be the first to know so we can start planning for a great second year. Once again, I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.